What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and I had a lot of requests in the video that I just posted up just a little bit earlier about how good is Polaris in ABL, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys. So I upgraded her build. Right now, she has 61,000 energy attack, and she does have max attack speed. Her critical rate is a little shy, guys, but she does get max critical rate from her skills, and then her dodge is actually a little shy too. If her dodge is a little bit higher, we would do even more damage because we're running a CTP Rage, which I'm going to show you why exactly we're going to run the Rage. Obviously, it's just going to be better than ABX, ABL, period. That's just the way it is, guys. It just does more damage generally than any other obelisk, and it's definitely going to be that case for Polaris. Her critical damage is at 181%. This is the max that I could get it to without putting any Odin's Blessings on her, and I really just don't think that this is going to be the best character for it. There is another character in the game that you could use instead of her that will do more damage than her. In all honesty, guys, her ignore defense is at about 47%, which isn't really going to make that big of a difference, especially with 22% pierce. I do have mythic energy attack Urus on the girl all the way down. We got max critical damage Urus all the way down. I do have some extra slots, so I could put in some other Urus, some dodge Urus if I really wanted to try to increase her dodge. In all honesty, I probably should have, but it won't make a huge difference. You guys are going to get a really good idea of how strong she's actually going to be. We talked about the rotation. It remains the same, and I actually tried spamming her skills. Maybe I thought that would be a little bit better, but it wasn't. I gave her a fully awakened Powerbringer Hawk set, guys. She doesn't have her artifact, and I gave her a CTB Rage with the ignore boss damage decreased by 60%. All right, this is a regular Rage. It's not a Brilliant, it's not a Mighty, it's not anything like that, and this is not a character I would recommend putting one of those things on. She's got a lot of dodge on this thing, so I mean, if you have some really good card sets, it won't be as difficult to level her up to get her dodge maxed out, which it really would make a difference, guys. The more dodge and critical rate that you have, the more damage that this thing will actually do. And of course, no uniform. Now, when it comes to what we're doing today, it's going to be an ABL run because that's what a lot of you guys were curious about. You can already see the score that she got. I'm here to tell you guys right now that that's not a very good score. You could easily do better than that with Psylocke here. Psylocke here gets about 3 million for me, guys, using a CTP of Rage. 3 million. Now, I do have like four Odin's Blessings on my Psylocke, right? She's got a CTP of Rage on her, and she does have a mythic uniform, right? I mean, whereas Polaris doesn't even have a uniform. But, and the thing is, guys, I mean, now that Polaris is in the game, I could actually put Psylocke over here instead of Cyclops and actually do even better. Because now this is a better support than what Cyclops actually was. So now my Psylocke, you get a little tongue twist if you're not careful. Now my Psylocke will actually do even more damage than what she did before. She'll probably hit 3.2, 3.3 million, maybe somewhere around there. So to have 2 million it really isn't that great. But I'll show you guys the run. You guys can check it out for yourselves and see what you think. And remember, guys, I didn't have a whole lot of time to play this. I didn't have a whole lot of time to practice this at all. I just kind of jumped in here, went for it, right? Now, the reason that you're going to want to rage is because the third skill is the fracture. You have to let her slam her fist down in order to get the fracture. And when you do that, it will set off a proc. So you're going to have a rage if you're going to do this with this girl. If this is what your plan is, if you're not too worried about your score, you want to have a little fun with Polaris, that's how you're going to have to do it. Slap a rage on her and go with it, right? And it's kind of weird that I got, you see the underline there in the top there, but that's okay. No big deal. Whatever. It is what it is. Right? And we got Dazzler, right? Who is a paywall character, right? And then we got Cyclops for the extra 40% increase of energy attack in his uniform. And like I said earlier, guys, like my Psylocke can hit over 3 million in this. She can do over 3 million. And honestly, it didn't really feel any easier using Polaris compared to Psylocke, really about the same. They both can die relatively easy in ABL. So it's not really a huge difference. You guys can see the damage already, right? And always, guys, with these runs in ABL, there's always a lot of variables. I mean, depending on where them stupid Odins might show up, right? If you have got to run over and pick them up, it's just and I really try to remain with a solid rotation in here, where I just go 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. Same rotation I showed you guys earlier, and try using the tier 3, canceling tier 3 and going into my 5th skill afterwards. And I tried, I played this probably about, I don't know, 15, 20 times. And I tried, spamming my skills. I tried proccing on the tier 3. I tried lots of things. And the scores virtually were always about the same. They ended up being around 2 million each time. Maybe I could get a little bit better than that, right? If I slap some Odin's Blessings on her and so on. I mean, I could get her, like, if I put some of those Odin Blessings with the critical damage and energy attack, I could get her critical damage pretty much almost maxed out. I could get at least to 190% or more, and she would do more damage, but it still won't be as much as Psylocke. And Psylocke's a character that everybody can get and everybody can level up, right? I mean, she is a Crystal Wall character, but you can get her, right? And at this point in the game, a lot of people already have her, right? And the other thing, guys, is Jean Grey. Now, I realize that Jean's going to need her tier 4, guys, to really shine here. But if you, like, plan on tier 4 in that character and you bring in her with her blast uniform, I imagine she's going to do better. I imagine she's going to do better than Psylocke. I would hope so. I would hope she'd do more than 3 million, but we'll see. That remains to be seen. I don't have tier 4 Jean, so I don't really know. And yeah, I mean, the damage just, like I said earlier, guys, I can always tell whenever I play a character in World Boss how strong they are, even with a weak build, because I played the game for so long. It's easy to see who's actually got power and who really doesn't. And she just, her damage just really, it's okay. I mean, you know, and this might be good enough for some of you out there. But yeah, and she's also kind of in front of Surtur a lot with some of her attacks. So I don't know, maybe there's a better rotation that you could actually use. But I mean, 2 million, guys. She got 2 million. And again, maybe this wasn't a perfect run. Maybe it could have been better. You know, I was kind of in a hurry. Got to work today. And I wanted to get this video out before I went to work. And it's just, you know, but I mean, it might be good enough for some players. I mean, some players might be all right with that. Maybe they'll be okay with, you know, queuing that kind of damage up. Maybe so. But again, guys, Psylocke here. And I mean, I don't know about Emma. I never tried Emma. Obviously, Storm is the kingdom come here, especially at tier 4. But I know a lot of people haven't tier 4'd Storm. So a lot of people like me are actually using Psylocke. I am curious about Cyclops, but I mean, after testing him, I really don't think he's going to really do better than Psylocke either, in all honesty. Isn't it funny about Psylocke, Cyclops, and Polaris? It's like really easy to get all these tongue twisted. But I wanted to quickly show you guys this video, give you a little, you know, run in ABL as far as Polaris is concerned. And you let me know what you think, guys. I mean, maybe I could have done things a little bit different. Maybe I could have played my rotation a little bit different. But again, I tried multiple runs, and I was pretty much getting the same score every single time. And there is a CTB event site on Cyclops on top of that. So again, you know, I think a lot of people would just prefer to use Psylocke, especially since they already have her. She's just going to do more damage. But if you don't have Psylocke and you have Polaris, right? You got the bios, and you went ahead and used the Mega Ring Up ticket and you leveled her up, then maybe you could go ahead and use her if you choose to do so. Because I mean, you got Emma, who's a Crystal Wall, Psylocke, who's a Crystal Wall, right? That you have to buy from the Epic Quest. Storm needs her tier 4. So, I mean, maybe for some players, they would go the Polaris route. So, guys, let me know what you think about Polaris and ABL. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. G2+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.